Hello again, my name is Richard, and today I'm going to talk about fat fucks in helicopters that invade your privacy. Okay, it started basically not too long after I had made that phone call to the RCMP, letting them know that I did in fact meet Clifford Robert Olson and John Robin Sharp before, of course, Clifford was arrested all those years ago when Clifford was still on the lam. Now, I tried to explain this to my friends and my family and everyone seems to think I'm fucking nuts. But I'm going to explain it to you anyhow. You see, after I'd made that phone call, I was aware that I was going to be screwed over. I was aware there was going to be people that were going to come and they were going to screw me over one way or another. Okay? I knew that. Now, one day after work, it was a hot day. My windows were closed, my curtains were closed. I live in a mobile home. It's hot, as you can imagine. And so there I was sitting on my couch, and suddenly I heard a helicopter bum, 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 way off in the distance. Okay, but I could hear it was getting closer and closer. It got closer and closer, which is common where I'm living. I live on when you first enter Port Alberni, relatively up high, that is, and when aircraft fly into the valley, a lot of times they pass in my area. They pass right overhead, basically right in my area. So I hear them all the time when they come into town, in most cases, in a lot of cases anyhow. And that one day when this helicopter came, first I didn't think nothing of it, but then it got closer and closer and louder and louder, and soon my whole freaking house is shaking. In fact, it shook so much I had I was rather angry about it. My grandmother's antique picture frame that fell off of the wall because of the shaking so much, and it actually broke a corner off of the frame, which kind of pissed me off. But anyhow, I had a frame fall off the wall because the windows were rattling, and the building was shaking so much because it sounded like the helicopter was landing on my home. So I thought, what the frickin' hell is this? What's going on? So I got up, I went to the window, I opened up the window, okay, and I looked outside, and right here, you can see it, okay, there's the telephone pole, okay, now, right there, hovering right above that telephone pole was a helicopter. It was I would have to say it was a dark blue helicopter, almost like a black helicopter, with a lighter blue stripe running down the sides, if I remember correctly, okay, now, there he was, hovering there, right above that telephone pole. He was so low that he could have put his, whatever you call it, pontoons or whatever, his skid plates or whatever. He could have put one right on the top of that telephone pole. That's how low he was. Okay, the guy, and there was when I looked out, it was kind of turned sideways. Okay. The side door was open, the back side door was open, and sitting there out the side of it was this big fat pig of a fucking motherfucker, okay? And he had a camera in his hand, okay? He had a camera and he was looking down at me with his camera. Now, I look up and here I see this guy with this camera, okay? He's got this camera up like this and he's looking at me. When he realizes I'm staring at him, he goes like this, brings it down, gives me a big smile, and boom, it flew out of town, right out of town. Now, that helicopter, you could tell by the sound, came into town, hovered over my home, and then left. Now you tell me, what the fuck is that? Comes into town, hovers over my home, I stick my head out, takes a photograph of me, whatever the hell it was, infrared, or whatever the hell I couldn't imagine. I don't care, okay? All I'm saying is, the fat bitch flew away. Now, when was the last time you had a guy, big fat slob, hanging out the side of a helicopter hovering over your home? I mean, is this a rare thing? I mean, what kind of shit is that? It's fucking bullshit is what it is, and it's stemmed from me making that phone call, okay? Now, people like me should be protected from that, okay? Now, other than shooting the motherfucker out of the sky right fucking there, okay, I let the fucker fly away and we can get him later. You, RCMP, CSIS, this is your fucking job. Go get the fat bitch and bring him to me. If you remember correctly, I phoned the member of parliament and I phoned the RCMP and I asked you, who the fuck was it? And you're all like fucking stupid. No, hey, it's not us. If it's us, we put a mark on her. Oh, fuck, okay. Okay, it's not you. So who the fuck is it? You're the ones in charge of this country. Go find out and bring them to me so I can boo fuck the shit out of them so I can solve some crimes for you. I can't do that until you bring me everyone. When I say a fat fuck in a helicopter hovered over my fucking home, then that's what fucking happened, okay? I don't need to hear any shit from a fucking corrupt doctor or a corrupt cop or anything, okay? When I say a fat fuck in a helicopter was hovering over my home with a camera in his face, then that's what the fuck happened, okay? And you're not fucking gonna get me to solve crimes of little children until this is fucking done and out of the way. You, Canada, need to wake the fuck up, okay? This is what I'm saying. Now, you tell me, when a fat fucking helicopter hovers that fucking close, that low, takes a photograph and leaves, what is that? Just after a man phones the fucking cops telling them how he met Clifford Robert Olson and John Robin Sharp. What is with that? Okay, now I want answers, okay? That's why I'm here. And you can throw up as many doctors as you want. It's not going to do you any good, okay? Now, I hope people, like, I've explained this at my blogger and at consend.org. You have to understand that just because someone says a helicopter hovered over their home with the guy in a helicopter hanging out of it with a camera, doesn't mean he's fucking nuts, okay? It could be fucking true. Especially when you throw in all the things that have gone on in his life, okay? The phone calls he's made and the inquiries he's made into the government. And you need to understand this. That yes, gang stalking is real and true, and this is what they do to people who speak out, okay? Remember that. Remember, God loves you more when you use cannabis and hemp.